Good morning, all of you. Welcome online classes. Today we learn the landform and water bodies. The surface is covered by land and water. The earth is a home of beautiful planets, different landform and water bodies, different areas of lands and waters. The another names. The large areas of land it is called as continents. There are 7 continents in the world. They are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. These are the continent. The larger areas on water on the earth are called the oceans. There are 5 oceans in the world. They are the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. Do you know Asia is the largest continent and the Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean. Now let us learn more about the physical features water bodies on the earth. First, mountains and hills. Mountains are huge land masses which rise above the level of the areas around them. The tip of a mountain is called the peak and the sides are called the slopes. Sometimes several mountains merge together to form a mountain range. Few examples of mountain ranges are the Himalayas, the Alps, the Andes. Mountains are important to us in many ways, like they are a source of fresh water. They act as a natural barrier. They have a major impact upon the climate. Highlands that are not as tall as mountains are called hills. Second number, valleys. Valleys are low-lying areas between two hills or two mountains, with a river or a stream following in between. Rivers carrying fertile soil from the hills flow through the valleys. Valleys of flowers in Uttarakhand and Brahmaputra Valley are two examples of valleys found in India. Third number, plateaus. A plateau is an elevated area which is relatively level on the top with sloping sides. It is also called a tableland. The Deccan Plateau is located in the southern part of India. Plateaus are important because of the following reasons. Number 1. The higher parts of the plateaus have a cool climate. Number 2. Plateaus are rich in mineral. Number 3. Plateaus are suitable for agriculture and animal rearing. The Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau in the world. That is why it is called the roof of the world. Next point, plains. Plains are low-lying area with little undulation. Most of the plains have been formed by silt brought down by the river and that is why very fertile soil. Plains are usually thickly populated because plains are good for agriculture because the soil is fertile. The flat terrain and surface make it easy build houses and have good network of rail and rail transportation. The Indo-Gangetic Plains in the North India is vast and one of the most populated area in India. Next point, deserts. Deserts are areas with little or no vegetation. Deserts have very little rainfall. Deserts can very hot or cold. Deserts can be water, it's very less. In desert, hot dry winds carry the sand with them to form little hills called sand dunes. Cactus grow in the desert. Camels live in desert region. Antarctica is the largest cold desert in the world. The largest hot desert is the Sahara Desert. It is located in North Africa. The Atacama Desert, located in South America, is the driest desert in the world. The Thar Desert is a hot desert. Is located in Rajasthan in India. Deserts are also important. Why they are important? Because desert tourism is an important industry. Deserts have fruits such as dates, which are an important items of export. Now we will move to the water bodies. Next, oceans and seas. Oceans are large areas of water bodies on the earth having salt water. All the oceans of the earth are interconnected. Seas are saltwater bodies which are smaller than the oceans. Arabian Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Caspian Sea, Red Sea, and Dead Sea are some of the important seas present of the earth. Oceans and seas are important because they provide an useful of modal travels. They help of transportation of good and people. These serves are habitat for the aquatic plants and animals. They serve as a source of table salt. They have the deposits of the petroleum. Now rivers and lakes. Rivers are the largest source of fresh water on the earth. Large rivers such as the Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri are the important rivers in our country. A lake. Lake is a freshwater body that is surrounded by land on all sides. Uh, the Dal Lake of Kashmir, India's famous tourist spot. The lake importance of rivers and lakes due to the following reason. Number 1. Rivers and lakes provide with fresh water which can be used for the cooking, drinking, washing and water plants. Number 2. They they are habitat aquatic plants and animals. Number 3. They provided travel routes for transportation and recreation. Next, number 4. They provided water for farming and generating electricity. Some other natural features. Pass. Sometimes there are natural gaps present in mountain ranges. A gap in the mountain ranges is called a pass. Next, island. A piece of land surrounded by water from all sides is called as island. Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island are examples of island in India. Next, peninsula. A piece of land surrounded by water on three sides is called peninsula. The southern part of India is a peninsula. Next, strait. A strait is a narrow channel of water connecting to a very large water bodies. For example, Palk Strait connects the Bay of Bengal to the Indian Ocean. Next, bay. A bay is formed which part of the sea fills up a wide curve of land. The Bay of Bengal is an example of bay. Next, isthmus. When a narrow strip of land joins to large piece of land, it is called an isthmus. The Isthmus of Panama is present between continents of North America and South America. Next, delta. A delta is a land formation at the mouth of a river where it meets the sea or ocean. The delta of the Ganga, Brahmaputra, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are some of the largest in India. The Sundarban in West Bengal and Bangladesh is the largest and most fertile delta in the world. Thank you.